Got one. Wasn't filming though, unfortunately, but got on the jig. He hit it on the fall. Good size one. The first one of the day. Probably about a pound. Skinny guy though. Wasn't filming, but first bass of the day. Believe this is a Strike King, I think, or Booyah jig, 3/8 ounce. Yeah, pretty good. Hooked him on the bottom of the lip. He hit it as soon as it went down. Fishing my new combo, or just rod and reel I bought. Brian Latimer Slick Stick, right here, B-Lat, favorite, 7.2, medium, I think medium heavy fast, extra fast, but yeah, good guy. Let's get him back. I've been loving that rod. I purposely got a rod for jig fishing because I fell in love with it. Get him back. Try not to eat shit. There he goes. There's one. He's a dink. I don't know if you saw that, but I decided to reel it in and cancel my cast, and he came out of nowhere, grabbed it. He's a little dinky guy. These are the ones that will get the hooks in you. He actually got the hooks in his mouth to a point where he was hooked in the bottom jaw through the top, so his mouth just wasn't, I mean, he was hooked, he wasn't coming off. But yeah, little teeny dink, get him back. There's another bass right there, probably his brother. Well, why don't you look at that? You saw me at like fucking my line was all fucked up. Hold on. There he goes. Third one of the day. I'm honestly gonna think about switching up to a crankbait, because the past two ones I've caught cranking it. Like my cast was bad and I just cranked it. But yeah, I think I might tie on the crankbait and give that a shot. So yeah, nice, probably a little under, maybe a pound. But yeah, there you go, right back. Nice one. I was literally just about to turn my camera on, and there's another one on the crankbait. Another good sized one. Look at that guy. Might be the fourth or fifth one today. But yeah, it's been a good day. Probably one of the best days I've had bass fishing, to be honest. Holy shit. That fish is not coming off. There you go. I'm about to wrap myself up in my line right here. Alright. Let's get this beautiful pound fish back. Nice bass. Another one. Beautiful fish. There's one. That's a decent sized fish. Look at him, he's about to come up. Yep, there he goes. Look at that. He is a big fish. That's a good sized one. Ate that crankbait too. Maybe I just hooked him weird. Fucking feisty motherfucker. Look at that. That's a good fish. That's a good fish right there on the crankbait. Look at that guy. That is a big boy. It's a hefty guy. Got him hooked on the side right here. On the KVD 1.0 crankbait. Chartreuse black. I really got it because I just love the fucking color of it. But yeah, look at that guy. Not, I mean, he's definitely over a pound. We'll get him back. Get another, let me get a picture of him actually. Always been forgetting to take pictures. Good fish. Nice thick boy. We'll get him back. Take another look at him. Look at that. God, what a like, bass are beautiful. Bass and bluegill to me. There he goes. He nailed that crankbait.